Have you ever been completely confused about how to manage your career? You're not alone. Career management is a confusing topic because everyone has unique career experiences, history, and goals. This season, we are helping you create a solid career management plan that we are calling Be Your Own Board: Strategies for Career Management. We will be treating your career like a business and applying the top executive board positions to your career management. You will step into each board position and evaluate your career based on the roles each position is responsible for. I'm looking forward to helping you manage and advance in your career. Welcome to the first episode of Season 4, Be Your Own Board: Strategies for Career Management. If you were with us for Season 3, we discussed figuring out what to do with your life and career, and this season is all about management of your career. I'm aligning your career management with executive board positions because I believe that as corporate professionals, this is a structure we all understand, and it creates a strong roadmap for career management. As we are winding down 2020, I want you to go into 2021 with a clear plan, and this process will help you get there. I highly recommend you download the free guide that complements this season because it will give you space to evaluate each position and also outline some of what I will discuss in each episode. I will link that in the show notes. Before we dive into the CEO position, I want to talk about your shareholders and your stakeholders. In this process, your shareholders are people who are directly impacted by your career choices and success. This could be a significant other, children, parents, or anyone else you might be financially responsible to support. Then we have our stakeholders, also impacted by your success, but their livelihood doesn't depend on it. This would be coworkers, clients, bosses, and in some cases, friends. These people are why you do what you do, and identifying them up front will keep you motivated to manage your career well. Keep in mind your shareholders should carry a larger weight than your stakeholders, and while you aren't necessarily doing your job for your stakeholders, they are still people who rely on you. I also want to make a distinction for this series that I am assuming you are taking on all the roles of the board in the beginning. Depending on your personality, skills, and talents, you might need to outsource or partner with others for areas that are more challenging. Let's get started with the CEO position, which is the focus of this episode. Of all the positions, the CEO position is the one you will always play, regardless of your personality or skill set. There are 5 specific roles that you as the CEO of your career will play, and the first is that you are the overall leader of your career. You manage all the other positions, and you are ultimately responsible for the success or failure of your career. It's important to understand that this is your life and your career. Some of you might think that your boss has all the power, or you answer to your significant other. But at the end of the day, your choices and actions are yours. You might take others into consideration, especially your shareholders, but it doesn't change the fact that it's your career. Along those lines, as the CEO, you also deliver external communication, meaning you have to speak for yourself and find your voice as a professional. No one else can speak for you. You may have people who support you or vouch for you, but they do not speak for you. They aren't the ones giving the big presentation or writing the report. They aren't the ones in the networking lunch or the interview. It's all you. As the CEO, you also need to stay on top of market trends. This could be within your industry or your functional area. You need to set aside time to make sure you are competitive within your field and still possess the necessary skills or certifications required for your position or future positions. Staying up on industry trends also shows your expertise when you are speaking with other professionals in your field. Positioning yourself as knowledgeable in certain areas makes you a go-to person that a company will value. The next 2 roles of the CEO are a bit more involved and will overlap with the position of the COO or Chief Operating Officer, which we will explore in the next episode. As CEO of your career, you need to not only lead, but you need to set the vision, mission, and values for yourself and your career. Yes, even you need a vision and mission. Let's look at it this way. Your vision is about your future. It's a statement that is inspirational, exciting, and makes you want to advance in your career. Your mission is all about how you will get to the vision. It's all about the skills and traits you bring to the table that will allow you to work toward and accomplish your vision. Then we have your values, which are tied into everything you do and want to accomplish. Your values are what drive you and help you make decisions about your career and life. Having a solid understanding of your values can also help you craft your vision and mission. If you've been around the podcast for a while, you know I've spoken a lot on values, and I'll link a few past episodes on values that will help you define them for yourself in the show notes. For anyone who has gone through vision and mission work in their organization or team, you know it's not easy. It might take a while for you to really nail down your vision and mission, and it's likely to shift depending on what's happening in your life. For those who have a family or a partner, I believe it's helpful to include them in this process. My husband and I have a vision for our family that impacts my vision for my career and my goals for my business. Being clear on what you want and where you're headed will allow you to make more intentional decisions as you go through life. Finally, as CEO of your career, you set the strategies and goals for success. Depending on how your mission and vision play out, you will outline goals and strategies to help you get where you want to go. Some common goals I've used with clients would be an advancement plan, a thought leader plan, building good habits, managing finances, the list goes on. Again, your vision will dictate your goals. Something to note about your vision is that it doesn't have to be career focused. The vision has to be inspiring to you and motivate you, but your career might be a means to help you reach your vision. If your vision is to retire early and enjoy life, great. How are you going to do it? What do you need? What age do you want to retire? How much money do you need? How will this impact your family? I don't want to dive too deep into details, but I think you get my point. Now that we have defined the role of the CEO and how you are the CEO of your career, it's time to act. What roles were difficult for you to think through? Where can you recruit some help in those areas? For example, if the idea of you being a leader over your own career is scary, it's likely that you are dealing with feelings of doubt or negative self-worth. In this instance, you might want to seek the help of a counselor or therapist. If you're having trouble with mission, vision, and goal setting, you will want to work with a career coach or mentor. Every roadblock has a solution, and as the CEO of your career and life, it's up to you to determine the strategy to get you through it. As we move through this season, I recommend picking up the complimentary PDF that accompanies this season. It's a visual representation of what I'm discussing and will allow you to keep notes. If you have any questions or would like to continue the conversation, please connect with Ride the Tide Collective on Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook.